Yeah. So now we back at it once again. And JB Pritzker, guys, the governor of Illinois, who ain't really did shit for the state of Illinois, is now trying to, he been on the road trying to criticize Trump since 2016.
I mentioned this at the top of the show, but Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker delivered a speech last night in New Hampshire. It was quite a speech that I just think you need to hear more of, because there's not a moment in this speech where he holds back. And he makes a pretty compelling case for why calling things out directly and clearly is really the only way to go.
Let's start with something that should, be easy to say. It's wrong to snatch a person off the street and ship them to a foreign gulag with no chance to defend themselves in a court of law. Standing for the idea that the government doesn't have.
He was an illegal immigrant. Yo, I am surprised that this fat motherfucker is really out here doing this when his ass should be going back there and trying to fix the state of Illinois. Or better yet, shall I say, Chicago. But instead, he just want to chase headlines.
Have the right to kidnap you without due process is arguably the most effective campaign slogan in history. It's the OG of political messaging. Today, it's an immigrant with a tattoo. Tomorrow, it's a citizen whose Facebook post annoys Donald Trump. There are plenty of people in this country who hold opinions that I find abhorrent, but my faith and our Constitution dictate that I fight for their freedoms as loudly as I defend my.
So you don't do anything for the state of Illinois. We haven't seen you in the last 4 years at all. We have not seen you in the last 4 years until now, because you just want to come out here and you just want to spew lies. And the person you talking about that was quote unquote kidnapped is not even a legal citizen of the United States. In fact, he was a citizen of El Salvador. And he wasn't kidnapped. He was deported back to El Salvador, his home country. Just let that sink in, everybody. Please, let that sink in.
My own. And as a Ukrainian American Jew who built a Holocaust museum, whose family immigrated here as refugees from the Russian pogroms, let me say this to Donald Trump. Stop tearing down the Constitution in the name of my ancestors.
I mean, for Democrats who are unsure about how to talk about Trump's lawless deportation,
and wonder why he hates immigration and deportations. No wonder. Because his parents were immigrants as well. Okay,
your boarding app is
now I get
boxing
it.
you in. Step beyond the ideation phase with Lucid. The only visual collaboration platform that covers your team's entire spectrum of work. With Lucid, you.
Now I get it. His parents were migrants and migrated over here from Ukraine. Now I get it. Now I understand why he is absolutely Trump deranged.
That just gave you a pretty good idea. How about Elon Musk?
Now I absolutely get why he don't like the deportations. Because his people migrated over to America from Ukraine. Now I get it. What a shocking revelation we just made. What a shocking revelation. I did not know this about my former governor state of Illinois, because I don't live in the state of Illinois anymore. Thank God I don't. And now I understand why he doesn't like these mass deportations, because his people are migrants. His parents were migrants and migrated over here from Ukraine. I get it. But you know what? Who the fuck cares? Because you don't do shit for Illinois at all. That fucking shithole, goddamn, excuse my French, that shithole of a city, Chicago, where I come from, you need to fix that before you try to come criticizing and trying to tell Trump how to run the country. But now I understand why you Trump deranged. Because your peoples migrated from Ukraine. And so it hits home.
Musk and the rest of Trump's cronies. Well, don't worry, you talked about them too. The governor had a few things to say about them.
Our small businesses don't deserve to be bankrupted by unsustainable tariffs. Our retirees don't deserve to be left destitute by a Social Security Administration decimated by Elon Musk. Our citizens.
Here he go with another lie. How did Elon Musk decimate Social Security? How did Elon Musk decimate Social Security? What is this fat piece of blob talking about? What is he talking about? Elon Musk did not do anything with Social Security. Ladies and gentlemen, I would advise you not to listen to this fat piece of blob for a government, and just go do your research on your own. You can still get your Social Security checks. You can still get your retirement checks. Nobody is taking that away from you. And to think he got the nerve to sit his fat behind up here on this goddamn podium and doing all this talking. He not even in the state of Illinois. He in New Hampshire. JB Pritzker, you need to go back to the state of Illinois and fix the state of Illinois for you come your fat ass all around this doggone country and start talking about what President Trump needs to do or what he can't do. And start worrying about things that don't got nothing to do with you. Oh yeah, and by the way, ICE is coming to the state of Illinois if they're not already there. And they're deporting those illegal immigrants, whether you fucking like it or not. So get your fat ass out the way So get your fat ass out the way and go sit down somewhere. Go figure out how you can fix the state of Illinois. Because people is sick and tired of you. I know I am. They sick and tired of you and Brandon Johnson.
Citizens don't deserve to lose health care coverage because Republicans want to hand a tax cut to billionaires. Our federal workers don't deserve to have, well, a
While he's sitting there talking about tax cuts for billionaires, so while he's sitting there talking about tax cuts for billionaires, let me explain to you, JB Pritzker. He's a multi-billionaire himself. He is a multi-billionaire himself. The governor state of Illinois is a multi-billionaire himself, but now he's going to come out here and act like he's for the working class. If this fat piece of I don't know who don't sit his fat behind down, bruh, I hope there's a Republican that's going primary him. He needs to be primaried.
a 19-year-old Doge bro called Big Balls destroy their careers. Autistic kids and adults who are loving contributors to our society don't deserve to be stigmatized by a weird Nepo baby who once stashed a dead bear in the backseat of his car. Our military service members don't deserve to be told by a washed-up Fox TV commentator who drank too much and committed sexual assault before being appointed Secretary of Defense that they can't.
That is a lie. That is a lie. Because the woman turned around and was cheating on her husband and decided to instead of telling the truth, she claimed sexual assault. So here we go with this fat piece of crap over here in whatever freaking doggone speech that he done turned around and done wrote and is over here spewing nothing but fat ass lies. But we
can't serve their country simply because they're black or gay or a woman. If it sounds like I'm becoming contemptuous of Donald Trump and the people.
Hold on. Nobody said anything about black people not being able to serve their country. See, here we go with the freaking doggone race card. Or because they're a woman. First and foremost, those women have to go through combatives. They're not as physically strong as men. And yeah, so what? We don't want freaking transgender serving in the military. And get over it. And stop playing the goddamn race card when your governing of the state of Illinois is hurting black people, especially those in Chicago. yeah. Yeah, because the freaking internet went out. Nah, we about to keep going. Cause I don't like the governor of Illinois. He's weak. So now we back on his ass.
Everything this country was founded upon. That is definitely a not holding back.
No, everything your ass was founded upon, which is weakness, no action, all talk, and lies.
And then Governor Pritzker ended his remarks with a very stark and very direct call to action. Listen to this.
When we emerge from this, and we will emerge from this, our democratic agenda must be bold and our ideas fearless. We must be willing to slay sacred cows and allow the courage of our actions to match the immediacy of our words. And we must deliver on that agenda for working families and for the real people who truly make America great. Listen, I understand the tendency to give in to despair right now, but despair is an indulgence that we cannot afford in the times upon which history turns. Never before in my life have I called for mass protests, for mobilization, for disruption, but I am now.
Needs to call, and your fat behind needs to go sit down. You don't need to call for no action. The only action you need to call for is that action that you should be taking when it comes to fixing the state of Illinois. But we already know you don't care about the state of Illinois.
These Republicans cannot know a moment of peace. They have to understand that we will fight their cruelty with every megaphone and microphone that we have. We must castigate them on the soapbox and then punish them at the ballot box.
So you think you know Wix, do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create completely different vibes and aesthetics. Or you can create your own graphic.
These Republicans cannot know a moment of peace. I told you you'd want to hear that.
Punish them at the ballot box. Sir, you have tried to run for president before and you fucking failed. You are a trash governor. I don't even know how you even won your second term as the governor of Illinois. You are fucking trash, dog. You are trash. You are trash. You are trash. You are a trash ass governor. You are a trash ass governor. You are trash. You don't do nothing for the state of Illinois. I don't even, how are you basically the governor of Illinois, and Chicago is one of the murder capitals of the United States. Yo, I know I can't stand this man not one bit, cause this fatback ass world looking man is gonna sit here and have the nerve to turn around and go on some type of mobilization tour to criticize the administration when your ass ain't did shit for the state of Illinois from the time your ass been in office all the way up to now. You chasing headlines. Straight up chasing headlines. And it's a damn shame, cause you too fat for this. You way too damn fat for this. Maybe that's why you ain't got no spine, because your back can't take all that damn fat ass weight that your stomach got.
To hear that speech. You're not going to want to go anywhere, because Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker joins me next. And joining me now is Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Governor, it's great to see you. That was quite a speech last night. We've been trying to play parts of it for the audience. I just wanted to start by asking, I mean, in my experience with big speeches like this, they kind of come from a fire in the heart of.
What big speech did he give? He ain't said nothing. He said a bunch of lies, misinformation, and he ain't did nothing. He don't do nothing for the state of Illinois. Ain't did nothing for the state of Illinois since the time he been in office. Since the time he been in office. I remember, bruh, give me my doggone damn, give me my phone. Give me my doggone phone. Turn my doggone phone on. Give me my doggone phone. Give me my doggone phone. My doggone phone. Give me my dog. What speech has he? What? He didn't really say shit. Let me. Come on now. Not this man. Not this man. Not this man. Not this man who's worth how much? Not this man who's worth how much? God damn, I can see this shit. Who's worth how much? Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah. $3.7 billion. That's his net worth. $3.7 billion. J.B. Pritzker is an American businessman and politician serving since 2019 as the 43rd governor of Illinois. He been serving since when? Illinois divestment from El Salvador shows how states the 43rd governor of Illinois. No, because he won a second term. Illinois is one of the 13 states that does not place term limits for governor. The 43rd and current governor is J.B. Pritzker, a Democrat who took office in January 14, 2019. Pritzker was reelected in 2022. And he ain't did shit. He was elected in 2018, re-elected in 2022 with the highest voting share. So he has signed into law the legalization of recreational cannabis, expanded abortion rights, and managed the state's response to COVID-19 pandemic. Fiscal policy. Pritzker has overseen significant budget decisions, including budget debates and appropriations. He has supported educational initiatives, including funding for schools and early childhood education. Criminal justice reform. Cannabis. Signed into law the bill that legalized recreational cannabis use in Illinois. This is what he has done for the state of Illinois. Wow. But you got the nerve to talk about what Republicans are doing. He has attracted massive new investments in electric vehicle manufacturing and quantum computing. Pritzker is 50% approval ahead of Illinois budget. And you got the nerve to sit there and talk about Republicans. Poll. Polling. 60%. Hold on. We're going to have to do this. Yeah. We're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do this. Mm-hmm. We're going to have to get on your ass. We're going to have to get on your ass. We're going to have to get on your ass. We're going to have to get on your ass. We're going to have to get on your ass. Hold on, hold on. What did it say? That's in 2024. We're going to have to get on your behind. This was last year. And it's going to take a while for me to show. Hold on. This is last year. 60% of Illinoisans don't want Pritzker to run for president. Most Illinoisans don't want to see Governor J.B. Pritzker seek the Oval Office. Just less than the majority of voters support the job Pritzker is doing in Illinois. Lincoln poll found 60% don't want J.B. Pritzker to run for president. 28% do. 12% were unsure. The survey of 800 registered Illinois voters for September 20 to 24 was conducted by Echelon Insights for the Illinois Policy Institute. J.B. Pritzker for president by parental status. Nobody wants you to run for president. Do you approve or disapprove it? Only 38% of parents strongly or somewhat approve of the way Pritzker is handling the governor's office compared to 58% who somewhat or strongly disapprove. So this dude is a terrible governor, and the state of Illinois do not even like him. But yet still, he got the nerve to get his fat ass up here sit here and fucking talk about what the Republicans is doing. You know what? Remove this shit. Remove it. Cause this don't make no goddamn sense. Let's go back to getting on his ass. Let's go back to getting on his fat behind.
To the person delivering them about something they really want to get off their chest. What did you tell your team who wrote the first draft about what you wanted people who watched it to take away from it?
So you
look. Let me be clear.
So you mean to tell me you need a whole team to write a speech? You need a whole team to write a speech. You need a whole team to write a speech. Bruh. He damn near. That's it. That's it. I'm jumping into politics as well too. That's it. I'm done. I'm jumping into politics as well too. I might as well go ahead, see how I can become a member of Congress, all that shit. This don't make no goddamn sense. You need a whole goddamn team to write a draft speech. 58% of Illinois don't even rock with you like that, bruh. And I just showed it on the screen. I just showed it on the screen. 58% of Illinoisans do not even rock with you. Only 35% approve of what it is that you're actually doing for the state of Illinois. 58% don't approve.
We're in a perilous moment in this country. There is, tumult around everyone in this country. We've had our economic 100 days, and it's time. People have to stand up, speak out, and I wanted my team to make that they do have power, even in this moment when they feel powerless, where there's a Congress that has given in entirely to a. We're in a perilous moment in this country. There is, tumult around everyone in this country. We've had our economic rights taken away. We've had our civil rights.
You didn't have your economical rights taken away, sir. Your party lost. They lost the popular vote. They lost the House and the Senate. That's what happened. You didn't have your economical rights taken away. You lost. You lost, sir. You lost. You lost, sir. You lost. You didn't have your civil rights taken away. You didn't have no doggone economical rights taken away. You lost the White House. That's what happened. You lost fair and square in the White House, and you mad about it.
It's taken away, and it's only been 100 days. And it's time. People have to stand up, speak out. And I wanted my team to make sure that what we're conveying to people is that they do have power, even in this moment when they feel powerless, where there's a Congress that has given in entirely to a president who's frankly taken us off the rails and who lied to the American people when he ran and won in November. He told us he was going to lower prices for people. He told us that he was going to make the world a safer place, that he was going to bring peace in Ukraine. And the fact is he's done none of those things. And indeed, the opposite of that. Now what he's doing is raising prices and taxes on middle-class Americans, working-class Americans, in order to give a massive tax cut to the wealthiest people in the country.
So some more Democratic talking points. Some more Democratic talking points. This man is a whole billionaire. He is one of the wealthiest people in the country. His net worth is $3.7 billion net worth. 3.7 billion. $3.7 billion. Just take that in mind, people. Take that in mind. 3.7 billion.
So when you don't control Congress, when you don't control the White House, and people are feeling helpless and powerless, it's time for people to mobilize. And I wanted people to hear that they do have power.
Maybe you just answered my question, but there was a very powerful call to action. We've played this in your speech: mass protests, mobilization. You also say the reckoning is here. What does that mean? How should people understand that?
Jen Psaki, you gotta stop being Trump deranged. You gotta stop being Trump deranged. You gotta stop. It's really, you gotta stop. It's getting old. You gotta stop with the Trump derangement. You gotta stop with all that. It's getting too old. It is getting too old. And I don't know How the hell y'all watch? I don't know how y'all watch this woman at all. You gotta stop with the Trump derangement. You gotta stop. Cause this man, you propping this man up as if he doing something big. When his own damn Illinoisans don't even like him. 58% disapprove of what he's done for the state of Illinois. That is not even anything that is made up. That's by the Illinois Institute Policy Institute. The only reason why he even got reelected is because Illinoisans are so gun-ho against Republicans that they would rather vote for the same bullshit than the actual see change. Than to see some actual change. That's why he got reelected. Because when you go to Chicago, a highly Democratic concentrated city, Republicans are racist. Republicans don't do anything for black people. Republicans are fascists. That's all you hear. From MSNBC, who else? ABC, Chicago, CBS. All of those are ran by liberal media who are politically biased. Is I don't know what. That's why you never had a Republican mayor in the city of Chicago. That's why you probably got reelected. It's probably, and it's the same reason why you got reelected, because the people that stayed in the state of Illinois, damn sure for Chicago, they can't fathom having a Republican state. They can't fathom having a Republican city. Trust me, I know. Used to live in the state of Illinois, was raised in Chicago. I know how it is there. They do not like Republicans. They do not support Republicans. And it's really because they are drowning in the fake liberal media nonsense that you and Jen Psaki are always spewing in the first place.
Well, that was specifically about what we as a Democratic Party need to be doing, that we can't be a party of do nothing, of not getting things done for, again, the people that we.
You are certainly one to talk, because you definitely are part of the party of do nothing. I just read everything that you did, and it don't have no massive effect on the state of Illinois at all. The only goddamn thing, bruh, do I need to go back? Do I need to go back? Do I need to go back? Signed into law the legalization of recreational cannabis use, expanded abortion rights, and managed the state's response to COVID-19 pandemic. Fiscal policy, criminal justice reform, reducing the criminal justice reform. He has championed criminal justice reform measures, including reducing prison population and addressing racial disparities in the criminal justice system. Basically, in other words, black people get a slap on the wrist for killing each other. Cannabis. Pritzker signed into law the bill that legalized recreational cannabis use in Illinois. So now the use of marijuana is legal. Abortion law. Pritzker has been a vocal advocate for abortion rights. That definitely significantly, if you want to talk about Planned Parenthood, that definitely targets black people in the black community. Led the state's response to COVID-19 pandemic, implementing measures to contain the spread of the virus, aka shutting down businesses, shutting down schools, and supporting businesses and residents affected by the pandemic. Quarantine. This is what he's done. And just a minute ago, I just showed y'all the approval ratings of his job as the governor. 58% disapprove. 38% approve. Only 38% fuck with this dog. It's only 38%, excuse my French, 38% approve of what he's doing.
We care the most about, the people that we're focused on, that's working families, right? The middle class, working class, the most vulnerable in our society. It's important to us to stand up in this crisis and to speak out and again push back. And so, hyper important for we as Democrats to recognize this is the moment where we need to convey to people what we really stand for. It didn't do a great job of it, frankly, in the last election, and that's why we didn't win as Democrats. It's time to speak out, and then, very importantly, we have to deliver for the American people. And I think, frankly, in the states, and you've seen states where they're
I'm sorry, but I gotta keep telling you this. Your party's credibility has been shot by the Biden administration. Your party's credibility has been shot. Your party is the same party that was lying to the people, out here sitting there talking about Joe Biden is as sharp as he can be. He's very sharp. He is on it. And when he got his ass up there to debate Trump, he looked like a whole fool. A whole fool. He looked like a whole fool. Your party, their own credibility has been shot. They have been shot. People already know that 9 times out of 10, you definitely ain't gonna deliver on shit that is beneficial for not even just Black Americans, but Americans across the country. You turn around and you legalize marijuana, and then you expanded abortion rights. Okay, so you want more Black women to go get abortions. You want Black women to continue lining up and getting abortions. That is a damn shame. 58% of the people disapprove of you as the governor of Illinois. 58% of Illinoisans disapprove of the job that you have been doing.
There are Democratic governors, not just me, but lots of Democratic governors around the country. We've been delivering for the people of our states, but we need to do this on a national level. And
then he gonna sit there and lie again. Look at the city of Chicago. Look at this. Look at the state of New York. Look at California. A majority of these liberal states, and tell me this man, and tell me whether or not this man is lying.
And the Congress isn't getting the job done. Indeed, now it's controlled by MAGA Republicans who are taking us backward.
This overall vibe of the speech or emotion of the speech, I think, was a bit wake up everybody, or that was one of my takeaways from it. And you talk in a very personal way. You kind of called out the administration in a very personal way for its authority.
Jen Psaki, stop. He didn't wake up nobody. He didn't wake up nobody with that whack ass, bullshit ass speech. He didn't wake up nobody. And if he was up there debating Trump, he would have got his ass dog walked. You know it, and I know. And I know it. He would have got his behind toe up. Jen Psaki, you just gonna have to stop sucking his pain. Stop it. This man did not wake up anybody. He didn't wake up anybody, okay? He didn't wake up anybody. This was not a wake-up call. This is a chance for him to turn around and have his face plastered all over the news, and you giving it to him.
Authoritarian power grabs under the guise of combating anti-Semitism. And you said, stop tearing down the Constitution in the name of my ancestors. I mean, clearly you feel it in your bones. A lot of people watching feel it in their bones. It feels like you were basically saying, my ancestors have lived this movie before. Wake up, everyone. I mean, do you feel like people, even within the Democratic Party or people in Congress, don't understand, or they're not tracking where this is all headed?
I think that's right. And I have to say, you're right. It does come from a place deep inside. I remember my family emigrated to this country from Ukraine when the Russians were killing Jews during the pogroms. This country accepted us as refugees, and we had nothing, right, except the kind of the shirts on our backs and frankly, the motivation of not just the escape and from danger and the safety of the country, but also the opportunity that was here. And, that is, by the way, what most immigrants who come here feel, is a real dedication to what America offers. And so what I feel anyway is that the dangers that my family experienced in Ukraine, the dangers that we saw in Nazi Germany, especially in the earliest days of Nazi Germany, are the dangers that we need to react to now. If we don't, things will get much, much worse. I talked about habeas corpus, and I know that sounds like a concept no one wants to really hear about in the public, but what does it really mean? It means the government doesn't have a right to snatch you off the street and put you in prison without you having your day in court. And that is what Donald Trump not only has done to
He was an illegal immigrant, sir. He did not go through the process of becoming a United States citizen. So why the hell does he have to go through due process all of a sudden? See, this is the bullshit that I cannot stand. This is why you need a Media Transparency Act. Because the more these dumbass Democrats get up here and sit here and lie, he did not kidnap anybody off the damn streets. These are illegal immigrants, sir. They are illegal. They are, hell, you want to call them undocumented? Guess what that means? They don't have their papers. They don't have their citizenship papers, which makes them illegal. They're not legal citizens of the United States. He wasn't even a legal citizen of the United States. He's actually a citizen of El Salvador. So he did not just kidnap him. He deported him back to his home country. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This is why you need a Media Transparency Act. This nonsense right here is like, come on, man. This is not real journalism. It's not. And she gonna let him sit there and tell those bald-faced lies because she just as Trump deranged as he is. And politically biased as he is.
legal residents of the United States, including U.S. citizens. And you talked about 2-year-olds, 4-year-olds, a 4-year-old with
a 4-year-old. Wait, he said 2-year-old, then jumped to 4-year-old. We're talking about a 2-year-old who was a freaking anchor baby of an illegal immigrant mother. And the mom decided that she wanted to take her baby with her. Why wouldn't she? Once again, this man is lying.
with stage 4 cancer, indeed, who's a U.S. citizen, right? Without any
He was not a U.S. citizen. He's a freaking anchor baby whose parent was an illegal immigrant. Y'all wouldn't know what an anchor baby is? That's say, for instance, you come over here from another country, pregnant, and you have your baby here. That is what an anchor baby is. So what he's essentially talking about is the 2-year-old that got deported back to, I forgot what country. Not El Salvador, but back to Honduras, alongside with her 2-year-old child, which she decided to take the 2-year-old child with her, like any mother would. Here we go with the lion. And the only reason why he's calling that 2-year-old child an American citizen is because once that child, what happens when the baby is born is that they automatically get birthright citizenship, which is why Donald Trump wants to get rid of birthright citizenship laws in the first place. That's why. So in other words, the moment the child is born on the American soil, they automatically get a birth certificate. But since the mother was not born here in the United States, she's still an illegal immigrant.
Ability to fight back, right? They're taking people off the streets and sending them away. These rights, he then goes on to say in private, someone caught it on camera and on video, on audio, that these rights, he's willing to take these away from U.S. citizens now on a regular basis. So this isn't just speculative. This is something.
Here we go with some more lies. Here we go with some more lies. Because now he's so Trump deranged. Oh my God. Trump deranged syndrome all the way to the 10,000. Because he joked about citizens committing crime. Because he joked about American citizens committing crime in the country. But do you really think he's going to do that? No. That's what he's talking about.
Something, yes, I feel it in my bones because I've seen this happen before. And so we've got to raise alarm bells to everybody. It's a 5-alarm fire, everyone. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets and speak up and make your voices heard, because that's the only thing that we have. That's the power that we have. And we can stop them in their tracks because, you know what? Republicans in Congress don't want to lose re-election. And if they see that you're willing to stand up and speak out, and by the way, Republicans, farmers, and veterans all across even the state of Illinois, we're considered a blue state, but lots of red counties are speaking up, and they're deeply, deeply concerned. We're seeing it across the country. That's why you see tens of thousands of people showing up at these rallies. So I'm glad to see it, but
most of them are rallies that George Soros is funding. We done already talked about all these protesters earlier this doggone month. Half of these people don't even know what they protesting in the first place. So this is another dumbass talking point.
But yes, I had to raise the alarm.
And so with that being said and done, what I think JB Pritzker needs to do, goes take his fat behind all the way back to the state of fucking Illinois and fix the state of Illinois. Go back, go tell your damn partner in crime, aka Brandon Johnson, to stop raising their property taxes and asking for money for illegal immigrants. Go tell your partner in crime that you need to prioritize the people who live in the state of Illinois over these damn illegal immigrants. And tell his ass to get rid of that dumbass mohawk. Looking like a fucking sea lion. How about you go do that? How about you quit worrying about what the Republicans is doing while they in office right now? Quit being Trump deranged, because he's your president now. Go take your fat ass back to the state of Illinois, my former home state, and go fix the state of Illinois. Because the only damn thing that you done turned around and done legalized is marijuana. Your crime laws is trash. Your abortion laws, trash. Your abortion laws, trash. You have not done, and them the only thing that you have done. Ladies and gentlemen, like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.